Hello. This is a person playing a game that a lot of people have played. A trilogy. Any objection?
Hold it!
Objection!
Nope.
Turn that down a little
I don't sustain your objection because I just don't feel like it. And I have a whip.
bit. No whips in court. So, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations.
This attorney's the first man. I like how they all have the exact same cover art.
I guess so. Episode 1, First Turnabout. No?
You don't want to play the first one?
What kind of choice is that?
What?
Nah, I'd rather not.
Well, hey, it's better than forcing you to go into it just because you clicked it once. You got an achievement just for starting the game.
First steps. Okay, no more of this game. Get an achievement for doing nothing.
Hold on.
Who's talking?
Okay. Who's a witness? That was totally a witness.
That was the person that did it.
Nope, that was a witness.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
That was Mr. Saw It. Because he saw it.
Okay. Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Oh, hi, Chief.
I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him.
This is totally what you do when you become a lawyer. You make your first case your best friend's trial. Especially if it's about murder.
He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
This is the defendant.
It's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Maybe. Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Didn't say he wants to die, he says I'm gonna die. Yeah. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I am so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty.
Brilliant strategy.
Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you! My name is Phoenix Wright.
We couldn't tell this by the name tag.
I am right-handed. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Yes, murder is the simplest case in the world.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Ready for a bunch of puns?
Okay. And in 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
That must be how he got the name Butts.
Some say that he's a nah, but I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do!
I wouldn't have taken this case if I didn't know him.
But he's a good friend.
Yep, that butt. He's a good friend.
Yeah. 10 a.m. August 3rd.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That wasn't a compliment. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances.
You will take my thank you?
I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yeah, it's like back in school.
Welcome to school.
Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Handshaking, eyesight fading.
It's your first day in court, and you're having a test, and next thing you'll be naked, and it'll be that dream again.
It's a fever, Your Honor.
This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
But I will do it.
Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Maya Faye.
Just do it.
Myself.
Yeah, so you're the defendant.
Phoenix Wright. The defendant is me, right?
Right. Have you completely lost your mind? Focus. The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Some of them are really funny. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you?
With some drinks, but I got sober.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more.
It's Your Honor.
You have unlimited tries for this to state the name of the defendant in the case.
Mia Faye. The defendant? That's her, Mia Faye.
Wrong, Wright. Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery.
From the bar? Oh, come on, Chief. There's no need to go in so soon, is there?
Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, it's about as basic as you can get.
I put my foot in it this time. Gotta relax.
You see, some of the choices are really funny. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. But really, I'll ask as many times as you like. State the name of the defendant.
Get an achievement. Please turn in your badge. Oh, ah. But it's Larry Butts. That's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. That's the only answer I heard, so that's the only one that matters. Keep your wits about you and you'll do fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name.
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait. Uh-oh! No way, I forgot. Drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine going on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Okay, I'll do it for you. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. See, if that said butt trauma, then you would know he was actually in the wrong. No one would have believed I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this.
You don't get a badge for being an attorney.
Who's who? The victim in this case, Cindy Stone, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Larry Butts. I thought you said it was in here.
It is.
Where is it?
You found her name.
That's her?
The victim.
Oh, the victim. Oh, I forgot what I was looking for. Alright.
Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case?
Mia Fey. She has a migraine. She must be a victim. Mia Fey?
What? How can I be the victim?
Oh, right. Sorry. It was the first name that popped in my head, and...
Court record, Wright. Remember, use it when you're in the pinch with tab. Let me ask that one again. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
You, Your Honor. You're the victim.
Oh, you don't want to say cinder block?
Nah, that's good. We're good. No more. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
What during the second case when you had the ability to say the words, I'm a sham?
I'm a sham.
You get some really funny options. Correct? Now, tell me what was the cause of death. She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object.
I think with a blood poison.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. Even though I've given you unlimited tries, I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Okay.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Exactly what I was gonna say. You said because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. On the spot.
On the spot. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Well, 1 second, I gotta look at this. How do I rotate you?
I don't think you need to rotate it just yet.
Okay.
I think there's only certain games that they allow you to rotate them. Right now they just give you all the details.
Ah.
prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true the victim has recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Tommy, you're all the way in the red.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumb. In fact, she had completely abandoned you as seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The fact she was in Paris also proves that she was cheating on him. Obviously.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model. She didn't have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddy? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog? I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna go get the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I guess so.
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Go.
Well, did you or didn't you?
Huh? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Yeah. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Oh, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
You gotta announce these things before the court date.
No, you don't. You can make surprise witnesses and surprise evidence all the time.
No. What is this?
This is a game where you cross-examine things like ghosts and parrots.
Oh my god.
Are you ready to cross-examine a parrot?
Sure.
Well, don't. If you choose to cross-examine the parrot, it pretty much traps you in an infinite loop.
What?
It gives you the option, do you want to cross-examine the parrot? Yes or no. I made the mistake of choosing yes once and I got stuck. Apparently you were supposed to say no.
Wow.
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
We never questioned that this witness saw everything, and yet didn't see the moment of murder.
Yeah.
Or called the police earlier. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring in Mr. Fred Side to the stand.
Oh, because they saw it. Okay.
Mr. Solid, you sold newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Yeah, maybe you can do it.
I thought that all guys' witnesses go to you.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yes. Newspapers. Yes.
Mr. Solid, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Wait a second. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Time of death. Doesn't match autopsy.
Time of bouncing.
Meow.
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
No? Not landlines.
Yes, but the judge is stupid. Yes, Your Honor.
What?
However, some cordless phones do not function normally. I like us cordless phones that don't function during the blackouts.
Maybe, I mean, if it's connected to a landline.
The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? What's that? It's almost like I didn't pass my bar exam.
It's almost like you didn't think of lawyering at all. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Right? You're supposed to lie from the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying.
Your client is innocent, right?
Where am I supposed to...
And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with a tab and point out contradictions in the testimony.
Witness's account. What's this press button?
Press means to ask for more information. If there isn't something that you find suspicious originally, you can just ask for more information on any topic.
Ah.
Sometimes just asking for more information will make them change their testimony.
You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. Noon to 6. The phone in our apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said he didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Press! Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? You going down, buddy.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw it. Why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. Teacher 1, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Ready for another weird thing about being Wright games?
Change your testimony and you gotta deal with it?
You can change your testimony as many times as you want. And then it's still considered legit.
That's weird.
Technically, Phoenix can mess up all the way at the end of the trial, right whenever they've already proved your person's innocence and are just trying to pin the murder on another person. And your character will still have their defendant declared guilty if you mess up. Like, well, we already proved that that person's innocent. Too bad. You could have proved I'm the murderer.
That's weird. Are you able to save?
Yeah.
You can actually save. Nice. Okay.
Care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I got this one.
I would hope so.
Hopefully.
And I don't know how long you've been preparing for this, but you still didn't know what cross-examination was.
Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might not have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premise. There's only one large television. Right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about the scene's fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. What stopped him from hearing the television?
Not sure. Oh, electricity's out.
If electricity's out, we can watch TV.
Objection! Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah?
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Well, wait. I remember now.
Mr. Solid? The court will prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. But I I will still believe you over the defendant any day. That you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly? What?
Dancing is getting faster and faster, isn't it?
That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock.
Table clock?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. No.
Objection!
Objection! No! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Yeah, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may. Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The next is switch. You just tilted it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So even the prosecution's completely incompetent. The murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct, because this is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Faceless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
that day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. Or saw it. Who knows? He killed her. And he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defenseless claims. Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Hey, I found out. Wait a second. You see that thing on the top right? It's basically how many points you go down if you fail to get it correct. If it reaches 0, you're automatically being guilty. No matter how far you are in the case.
Oh, okay. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That's really a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, you've heard the clock? What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. I have the ability to disobey the judge.
Mia! I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. That doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes! Show me your move. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it right. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. I am lawyer von evidence, but there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's use evidence that proves why the clock is running slow.
Ba-gow. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, murder. Murder. As they say in France. Alright. The time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty.
and with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see something.
When people
I
were
clicked
out of the
the
house.
That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. Owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've truly seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, but Dick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the head drawings now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks, I really owe you one.
You know they're definitely named in this for this part.
Harry Butts.
Yep.
I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. It's evidence. What the fuck, man?
A present? For me?
Ooh.
Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Yeah. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, okay, so it's two.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
They squeezed me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
No, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What is she talking about? Here, you want the autopsy report?
Well, what in here would prove that she thought about him?
This?
Why did she have that?
Take that! Oh, you're like throwing at him or
Don't throw that at him, you might kill him.
something. It'll tell us the time, and then we'll have to go back to court. Or the time of the thing. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. It's the one that killed her, so technically she cared for you, and you got an item that actually made it possible to where she got killed. So,
No. Remember, she took that thing with her all the way to Paris.
yeah.
It's heavy. It literally, that's one of the things it says in the description. It's very heavy. It must have cost her a lot to carry that thing around.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the most practical thing to bring with you abroad. But she decided to anyway.
She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. We'll make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him a little bit better.
Bye, Mr. Harry Butts.
No more hairy
Right?
butts.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah. Part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Really?
Yeah, the clock's the next murder weapon as well.
What? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Brand new episode. The first turnabout. Achievement unlocked.
Woo!
What? I didn't even see the episode's name. Turnabout Sisters, huh? Alright, anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope
Tell
you have
everyone
yourself a good day.
Tauntauns are cute.
You're cute.
You're the cute here.
You're cute.
You're
Alright.
cute. I will argue about this all day if you let me.
Bye-bye.